So I had no idea there was a little situation that happened during the event, which was this is what everybody's talking about right now. So Vada did a blog saying that Uncle Raw from 15 Minutes of Fame got kicked out of the event.
Yeah,
And then
he kind of dragged it a little bit from what he said
he
and from what Uncle Ross said. He kind of dragged it a little bit.
and
Sorry, bro.
Vada started clowning on him at the end during his blog. Uncle Raw came back and he responded back also. And next thing you know, the battle rap culture is up in flames right now with eruptions and havocs right now. With that being said, man, what's your thoughts about this whole situation right now? Who deserves the blame though?
I mean, it really ain't no, it really ain't no blame. I just feel like after hearing Uncle Ra's response, I don't think Vada should have created a whole blog about it. It don't seem like something that was bloggable. And I could be wrong, and I'm sorry because I fucks with Vada, but it gave me low key hater energy. Like, cause he kept saying, "Oh, I got in, and you should come somewhere." Like, it's kind of like he was happy to see that Unc had a struggle, and then he kind of dragged it. Because when I watched Vada's blog first, so I'm like, damn, all that happened. They yelling back and forth and all of that type of shit. But then when I watched Unk's blog, it seemed like a very minute situation and it seemed understandable. He asked you not to record inside the building. You pulled your camera out to record inside the building, so they told you to leave. That's normal at an event. I just feel like Vada dragged it a little bit, and my heart goes out to Unk because you could tell he was upset and he was hurt by it. So that's why I was like, "Come on, Vada, you didn't have to do him like that. You could have just been like, yo, Unk had a situation, but you didn't have to clown him the way you did. Come on, everybody love Unk, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Um. All right, man.
look,
I gotta.
when Keo start moving his head like this before he say something, that mean that mean he about to say some bullshit. Like, all right, yeah, let me get you.
So I fuck with Vada Fly, man. That's like I got a good rapport with him, good relationship with him. I we talk to each other off air. Like there's a few friends that I have in this battle rap culture. Obviously C3, Danny, and you obviously Vada and the guys from the MBS team. When I was going through my situation with the URL, Vada was one of the few ones that actually, came out and actually, defended me. And when
Yeah,
most people was against me. Um, at this point, man, I'm gonna defend Vada, but I'm not gonna say he's not at fault at all.
yeah,
The thing I did like, cause Vada did say allegedly, he did say that he didn't say yo this happened and that. I think the part that I didn't like was he was clowning on him when it came down to it. I do feel like if they had a good rapport like that, if they were cool with that, I think Vada should have hit him up and be like, "Hey, what's the story with this? What's going on?
right, right.
When something's going on with Danny or even you, some people will hit me up and they'll be like, "Yo, what's going on with C3 or what's going on with Danny right now?" And I'll let them know as much as I can, not completely everything, just uh, to make sure you guys are good and you guys are okay. But I think he should have gave him that phone call, if,
Right.
if they had that type of rapport, and it seemed like he didn't give him that phone call. I I, I
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he did try to reach out to him. I don't know.
I doubt he did because Unc said he didn't. You know, and Unc is not Unc is not a liar. All right, y'all, relax. Hold on, Courtney and Savannah coming in. That's all right. Hey, little baby, how was school? Come say hi. Even though she took a braid out of school. Right. Meet Savannah, y'all. Say hi.
hi.
So yeah, I think too. Like if he would have just called him, even with the clowning, if he would have just called him and be like, "Yeah, I'm a drag it, I'm a clown a little bit for some views," I think Unc would have let him rock. Like, all right, probably told him the real story, but let him still talk his shit. So I agree with you on that. But I love Unc. I fuck with Vada too. Me and Vada cool. Every time I see Vada, it's love. So I don't have no, nothing bad to say about Vada. I just wish he would have handled it different too. Only because it's Unc though. This
Yeah.
is battle rap's Unkle. You get what I'm saying?
But
Like we all love
but
Unc.
wait a minute. I think everybody deserves the blame in this one. Vada, Uncle Ra,
Yeah,
Hitman
everybody.
Holla, the
Yeah, yeah.
boss. Nobody nobody is not excluded from it.
But
I
Vada's the one who put it out there though. It probably would have just been little talk and chit
no,
chat. But he
but
put out that blog. Once he put out that blog, that's what made it go.
uh, but if Vada didn't put out the blog, we the battle rap would be all this mayhem going on.
That's my point.
Hey, you know what, man? I think people should thank Vada for putting out that blog because you guys wouldn't be having anything to talk about if Vada didn't put out the blog. So we
Yeah,
should
but
be
it's Unc,
thanking
man.
Vada.
It's Unc. It's Unc though. If it was anybody else, we wouldn't care. But it's Unc, and we all love Unc, man.
I do blame Uncle Raw for this one though because when I was watching the interview that he did, he seemed like he was entitled, like to get in the event,
But he
like
he admitted to that, and he admitted that that was wrong. But how can you blame him if all these years, because we know him and love him, he's able to walk into these
a
events? You
a
get what I'm
a
saying? So
a, a
at least
listen,
he was
man.
accountable for it. Is what I'm saying.
Hey, listen, man. If I know a battle rapper's throwing an event and I know his ass don't like me, I am not going to the damn event. Cause the moment that they see me, it's the energy's gonna feel different.
But
And
Keo, I love you, but you're not Unc though. You get what I'm saying? This is Unc. This is Unc is at every event, everywhere that he can be. You get what I'm saying? And every 15 minutes of fame is one of our first known
what
media's battle rap. If you really think
what
back.
what what
So
wait
this
a
is
minute.
Unc, man. It's Unc.
Wait a minute. I respect what Uncle Rod does. One of my favorite media platforms, one of the media voices in battle rap,
One of the
outside of,
first, too. One of the first.
when him, Jay Black, those are them guys out there when you think about it. When anybody wants to get news, or me, when I get news in battle rap, I go to 15 minutes of fame, or I go to hip hoppers. The only dispute that I have towards this situation is if you guys had that energy with Uncle Raw, defending him and fighting for him as much as you guys do right now. They didn't do that when Knowledge got kicked out of event from URL.
No,
Where's
people did when
Knowledge is one of them
URL
guys too.
when URL first did that to them, and it wasn't just Knowledge, it was Unc too. It was a lot of people that was mad about that. Me personally, I understood the business aspect of it, so I wasn't in uproar about it. But it was a lot of people rooting on their side and saying how URL was changing and da 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 da, and how they wrong for that. There was a lot of people on both their
It
sides for that situation.
it wasn't, but it didn't have that impact the way this did though.
Yeah,
Because I remember there was an event, a major event where Smack didn't let Knowledge from Hip Hop is Real in, and obviously, I think they resolved their issues afterwards, but I just
yeah.
didn't think that it was not many people were defending Knowledge and Hip Hop is Real.
It
Uh,
wasn't just Knowledge. I think it was him and Unc, and that was around the time when they was messing with caffeine. So that was more so a caffeine thing. Why they, you get what I'm saying? Why they couldn't come do what
Okay,
they do?
no, I do remember that. No,
Yeah.
but no, I'm talking about something that just happened recently though.
Oh, this was a
The,
recent situation. I
yeah,
think you're talking
recent.
about a situation from years ago.
You know, I remember that situation. I'm talking
Oh,
about something that
okay.
happened recently though.
Oh, I didn't
But
know
you
about that then.
but that did get resolved though. I don't think nobody should get special privileges. And I know people's gonna disagree with me because like you said, yo, that is Unk. He's one of them guys, man. And
Yeah.
but no matter how people want to put it, if he was removed, he was kicked out, it's all the same shit to me. They asked him to leave, and obviously Uncle Rod didn't have no issue. He didn't fight about it because he didn't want to mess up or screw up the event. But I think it's
But the way Vada told the story, Vada made it seem like it was a whole yelling match, like there was a whole back and forth and big scene and stuff like that.
oh, okay, yeah, maybe he was over exaggerating with that one though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the only thing like I didn't like about it is that he over exaggerated, and that's why I understood Unk's frustration because it's like you taking this situation and you making it seem way bigger than it was, as if I got treated like some type of lame or something. When really, I broke the rules. I didn't do what I was supposed to do. I didn't get my ticket. I recorded in there when I wasn't supposed to, and then I got put out. He made it seem like it was
Um,
this whole different
so you know,
situation.
so you know the girl on the Spaces, the boss.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she was basically kind of helping out the event, in charge of the event. She was being blamed for it. Also, they say they blame it because of her. Hey man, if I'm working in an event, I'm letting you in.
How are they blaming her though? But they blaming her for what? She
you
told
know, you
Uncle
know,
get a
you know,
ticket. She
you know what it is though. A lot of people in the battle rap culture, they don't like the boss. They just, for some reason, they don't like her. They despise her, and
hmm
obviously they wanted to point the blame to somebody, and obviously it had to be the boss.
I don't see where she did anything wrong. I don't. She did her part because she told Unc get your ticket. Then when T Rex put Unc as one of his plus ones, she knew of that. It sounded like she was on point. It sounded like she was on her p's and q's. So how could y'all, But fake outrage these days, people want to be mad over nothing. So
Yeah, but I think I don't know what the situation between Hitman and Uncle Ra is, because he said that he tried to speak to him a couple numerous of times,
hmm
and Hitman has to avoid that. He even tried to block him to do the interviews outside also. So it's like I think that would- I think Hitman kind of he had this all planned. I think he might have had all this all planned.
I doubt it. I think Hitman's just an emotional dude because the way Uncle Unc said it, even though Hitman wouldn't speak to him or give him an interview, he wasn't on no bad timing with him. He kind of was just ignoring him. It wasn't until he seen Unc going in and out the door, and then when he seen Unc recording, that he reacted to it. So I don't know
Uh,
why Hitman don't like Unc, but who knows why Hitman don't like
if
anybody? This is Hitman. Hitman just don't like people. That's what he do.
Man, all I'm gonna say is if I know I'm not liked by a certain person that's throwing an event, I'm not going. I'm sending somebody else to the damn event. Just
Right.
just just because. And one event's gonna not gonna hurt. I know it's a major event, but one event is not gonna hurt at all. Like
I don't
Uncle
think he
Rock.
understood. I don't think he fully understood, you know, at the extent that Hitman wasn't fucking with him. But also on the other hand, too, once again, Hitman saw this man multiple times and never told him that he can't come to the event. So clearly that wasn't a thing. Clearly Hitman
He
didn't
was
mind him being there. Hitman just didn't want him to record in the building. Period. Point blank.
Hitman was waiting for him to screw up.
Yeah, but if this is my event, why would I wait for you to screw up when I could just tell you you can't come inside?
Yeah, that's
Why?
true.
Why would I have to wait for a reason? Especially if but that's just me personally. Especially if I got a battle that night, ain't nobody I don't fuck with coming in my event fucking up the feng shui, fucking up the vibration. No, you're not getting in. Period. Point blank. And Hitman is not a punk dude. Hitman is not a guy who bites his tongue. So if he did not want Unc there, I feel like Unc wouldn't have been there at all. But Unc just got a little too comfortable, like you said, with the entitled thing. Unc got a little too comfortable, and we know how Hitman is. So once Unc got too comfortable, Hitman reacted in typical Hitman fashion. That's how I see it.
Yeah, I like the way how Uncle Raw handled everything though.
Yeah,
Like he was, he was very respectful when they had that whatever you want to call that altercation. He held back, because
yeah,
he didn't want to mess up the event. And during the blog and the interview that he did, he was really respectful. Also, he didn't violate Vada or anything like that.
yeah.
And
Even when he slipped up and said a certain thing, he was like, "I'm sorry. I didn't want to get angry. I'm sorry." I love Unc,
so
man.
you are a battle rapper and active top tier. You've been with Uncle Raw 15 minutes of fame, plenty of time. So what is he like to you?
Unc is like the nicest person you could ever meet. He's really like the uncle of battle rap. Like I love Unc. He's a nice, respectful dude. He never gave me creep vibes. Unc never did nothing to brush me the wrong way ever. Even when Unc do certain blogs and they get mad at him at his questioning, Unc don't. And this is not just because I don't want to see him do no wrong. I've never seen Unc do no wrong in my eyes. He's a genuine dude. Like, and he shows everybody love. If you come out to his show, he not one of them people who say, come out to my show and just get here. He makes sure you got what you need, food, transportation, shit, liquor if you prefer. He's one of those guys. He really fuck with the culture and he really brings something to the culture. He's not somebody who's coming to milk shit. You know, if you go do a interview with Unc at his studio, he gonna take care of you. He's just one of those guys. He's really the uncle of battle rap. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You don't see Unc get mad. You don't see Unc yelling at nobody. You get what I'm saying? Like he be chilling.
Okay, all right, all right. I don't have any rapport with Uncle Ra. He's never did anything or said anything, to make me feel any type of way. So, definitely respect what he does. Did he deserve to get kicked out? No, I don't think he deserved to get kicked out. If I'm if it was me, he should get in for free. There shouldn't be no plus one, shouldn't be no ticket at all.
Yeah, you should want media at your event. Yeah.
Yeah, like if I'm throwing an event, I'm not making media pay for nothing. I'm letting all battle rap media in. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter what tier you are, low tier, bottom tier, top tier. It doesn't matter.
Me too. Me too. If I'm having an event, I'm letting all media in and I don't care if I don't like you. Go ahead and keep talking about me. Thank you for the promo.
So so one last question: who do you think took the biggest L in this situation between Hitman and Vada?
Nobody. Nobody took a L. Vada got views to his channel. This is giving people more of a reason to talk about Hitman's event. Probably the only person who kind of took a L was Unc, but I feel like with his response and him responding in a timely manner the way he did, he got ahead of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's really everybody channels got some views. Really,
Yeah, I don't think. Now that
this
I
is
think
really
of
not
it,
a big
nobody.
deal.
I don't think nobody really took an L from this situation. Uncle Raw still Uncle Raw. Everybody's defending him right now. Vada's still gonna be Vada. From what I know from Vada, he don't give a shit what any of you guys think.
Exactly.
You could call him whatever name you want to call him. You could call him a fake, a snake, corny, whatever you want to call it. He does not care. Like I'll
Right.
ask him about certain situations. He was like, dude, I do not give a shit. They don't pay my damn bills.
Exactly.
Because at the end of the day, you're still gonna go on you're still gonna go on his channel and still watch his blogs and videos at the end of the day.
And make him some money. That's what I'm saying.
And
So
Vada, in my personal opinion, he is one of the top media bloggers in battle rap. No matter if you hate him or love him, he's one of them guys.
yeah.
As far as Hitman, Hitman's Hitman. Yeah, there's no way you could change that. The Hitman's not going to change for nothing. If he's feeling a certain way about you, then he feels a certain way for you. And nobody. And Hitman, he always gets the hate. People always question him. So this is nothing new to Hitman Holla.
Right, right.
Well,
Yeah. think nobody took no L. It just gave us something more to talk about, and it gave Hitman's event more promotion. Now more people have another reason to talk about it, other than the great battles that happened. So it's a win.
Yes, sir. Well, man, let's get out of here, man, and let's wrap things up and go to our shout outs.
Yo, it's your girl C3. You know, the ringleader. Go make sure you stream that. Shout out to the fans. Shout out to the real battle rappers. The real battle rappers. Shout out
Oh, oh,
that write our own
oh,
material.
oh,
Shout out
oh,
Hitman.
oh,
Shout out Hitman
oh.
for the dope event. Shit. Shout out Uncle Rob for being Battle Rap's uncle. Shout out Vada for giving us another reason to talk about the event. And shout out my co-host Keo. You know what I'm saying? We all here, man.
Yeah, shout out to C3, man. Holding it down once again, man. This was an interesting topic. You knew we were going to talk about this when I first hit you up. I was like, yeah, this is
Yeah.
what we talking about. We weren't planning to talk about. We had whole different topics to talk about, but I was like, yo, this is too good to be true. Shout out to all the subscribers. Everybody tunes in, man. We'll definitely have more content for you guys. But with that being said, man, that's C3. I'm Keo. MBS
Yeah.
Uncensored. We'll
We
see you
see y'all
guys
next
next
week,
time.
man.